In this video, we're going to talk about how you should deal with people who are just price shopping. So a lot of times, or not a lot of times, but this does happen where people call in and they're calling us and all they want is a price, and they're going to hang up with you, and then they're going to call another company and ask them about a price. And they'll probably call like 3 or 4 people, and they'll just go with whichever company gives them the lowest price. In that case, it's really hard to close them on the phone because all they want to know is just the price, and they hang up. With somebody like this, a lot of times you can tell that they're price shopping. A lot of times they'll tell you. They'll be annoyed if you ask them more questions or try to diagnose the situation or find out more about what they're having, because all they want is just a quick price. Hi, what's the price on this? What's the price? What's the price? Now, the issue with these kind of customers is that we're not the lowest cost provider when it comes to pest control. We are the most bang for your buck, which means that for the amount of money they pay, their dollar will go further with us than with any other company. That's our commitment, is the most value, not the cheapest price. So if somebody is truly just looking for the lowest price, they're probably not going to end up going with us. And we will not, figuratively speaking, cut our legs off on the price in order to get a customer. We'd rather not even have that customer. So at the time that I recorded this video, this is on page 5 of the receptionist manual, and it talks about the RIC form. And you can see here the script, Penguin, hi, this is so-and-so, how can I help you with pest control? And then the prospect, if they say, hi, I was calling to get rid of, spiders, how much do you guys charge to do that? And you respond, well, we certainly can take care of them. And I'll get you the best price. What is your name? And then in case we get disconnected, what is the best number to call you back? And then from there, you're going to ask them if they're an existing customer or if this is for a new service. If it's an existing customer, obviously you'll go down that path. But if it's somebody that's just doing price shopping, they'll say, no, this is for new service, and so you'll be here. Then you'll ask them their address. A lot of times what will happen if somebody is price shopping, sometimes they'll start to get annoyed with these other questions. They don't want to give you their name, they don't want to give you their number, and they don't want to give you their address because, like I said, they're just price shopping. They just call in really quick and they just want a quote. Okay, you see this right here? What is your address? If the customer doesn't give you an address, you shall not give them a quote. It's as simple as that. It doesn't matter how much they pressure you. If you say, is this for existing service or is this a new customer? Would you be a new customer? If they say it's a new customer, then from there, the protocol is you have to say, well, what's your address? If they say, look, I just want a quote, then you respond by saying, in order to get you a quote, I got to have your address because the price varies and is contingent upon where you live. In certain areas, we charge more. What's your address? Now, here's the thing as a receptionist. Sometimes you'll be tempted or you'll feel pressured by this customer to just give them a price, and sometimes you'll buckle. You'll ask them the address. They'll insist they don't want to give that to you. I just want a price. I just want a price. I just want a price. Tell them that you can't give them a price, and what are they going to do? Hang up? I'll give you a little secret. They're going to hang up anyways. Okay? If you give them a price, they're just going to hang up and they're going to call the next company because that's what they're doing. They're just price shopping. One thing that you can do is you can just ask them. You can have a conversation that goes like this. What's your address? I don't want to give you that. Just what's the price? Okay, well, in order to get you a price, I do want to provide you a quote, and that's what I'm trying to do. The reason I ask for your address is because the price varies depending on where you live. There are some areas where travel is a little bit further for us, and we have to, charge accordingly. Can I get your address? Look, I don't want to give you my address right now. I just want a price. If you can't do that, then I'll just call another company. Okay, well, like I said, I'd like to help you. It sounds like you're just price shopping. Is that the case? Yeah, I am. Okay, well, if you're just price shopping, I'll tell you right here and now, we are not the lowest cost provider when it comes to pest control. However, we're also not the suckiest company. And so if you're just looking for the lowest cost price, you call somebody else because it's not us, and there's other companies that have a less price. But before you do, just to caution you, typically you get what you pay for. So if you call somebody that has a really cheap price, you're going to get a super cheap service. If you want the most bang for your buck, then we should continue talking because that's what we do. We excel in value. So the most bang for your buck. That's what I can offer you. Do you want to continue talking to me? If you do, I can get your address and I can get you a price. What would you like to do? A conversation that goes like that will help do one of two things. Either the customer is truly just looking for the lowest cost price, in which case he'll hang up and he'll call someone else and we'll miss that sale. We would have missed the sale anyways if that's the case. Or you'll help the customer realize that value is more than just cost. And if they call a company that's the cheapest price, it's very likely going to be a very cheap service and they're not going to get very much value out of that. For example, we quote somebody, let's say we're doing a quarterly for $80. Well, there's another company out there that will do a quarterly for like $40, but the only thing that they do is just a quick barrier. They don't do the eaves, they don't do the yard, they don't do inside the house, they don't have all the other customer support issues or the customer support services that we offer, like 24/7 customer support. They don't have guarantee on the inside, they don't have the same warranty, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we may be 20 or 30% more, but the value that we provide is 3 or 4 times more. So that's the idea. Don't let people pressure you, and you want to, if you do get into that situation where somebody's just really pressuring you to give a price, you need to help them understand the value of us and see if they want to proceed. If they do, and you can get through to them and help them understand the value that we offer, then get their address, quote them a price, and try to close.